that?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm Jess, and in this series, I'm adventuring solo and exploring places I have never been to on my motorcycle, hoping to inspire you to rack up your own miles and imagine your next adventure. Welcome to the Great Lakes Escape. Good morning. Welcome to day 7? 8? It's day 8. I need some coffee. Well, if you have made it this far into my Great Lakes Escape series, you probably noticed a repeating logo in the videos. That's right. This is mine. This is something I have been working on for a very long time. Something that I have wanted to launch for you guys and be able to do it properly and make sure that I have the quantity. And by the time this video comes out, well, at the time of me recording this video, we're still going through some hurdles with printers. I'm trying to do everything local to Ohio, to where I live. I'm trying to support local and eventually grow one day into having my own brick and mortar location for you to come visit where I live. And right now, this is my favorite coffee. This is locally roasted, my favorite coffee shop, and we've partnered together. He's roasting fresh organic coffee for me. This is freshly ground. I actually went there and I filmed him roasting it, bagging it, everything, and it should be available for pre-order. I do have a link down in the description if you guys want to check it out, but this is my soft launch of Mythic Moto. Trying to bring you guys a lifestyle element to the magic of motorcycling. Alright, well, it's just shy of 7 a.m. I have a timed event that I'm participating in this morning at 9:30 a.m. So I'm probably going to finish my coffee, pack up, and hit the road. I'm a little bummed. I was really hoping to get a pasty for breakfast. I think the pasty place I want to go to opens at 10. Are pasties UP things, or is that just like all Michigan things? I know it's like a coal miner thing, or I know it's a miner thing. We have coal mining in Ohio, so I automatically say coal mining. I really want to get a pasty, a breakfast one. And if it's just a UP thing, then I want to get one before I leave the UP, which is today. But look at this view. Minus all the trucks and RVs in the background, but Stevie sure looks pretty. Since it's a slow morning and we're sitting here yapping, I will tell you a little bit about the bike and how I'm liking it. I get that comment quite often. I obviously love the motorcycle. I just put 9,000 miles on it. Everyone asks me how I like it. I love it. She's going to need a new rear tire when we get home. I'm going to probably schedule her for the 10K service and a new rear tire. Front tire still has a little life, but might as well do them at the same time. I have discovered a hack. My biggest issue, my biggest complaint with that bike 100% is the top heaviness. When you're riding, it feels fine. When you're trying to put the kickstand down, anyone who's ever, oh my god, the fucking bugs. Anyone who has ever ridden this motorcycle will tell you that the kickstand is an absolute bear. My bike has the adaptive ride height, and sometimes you get onto a surface where you physically cannot put the kickstand down at all. It hits the ground and it doesn't work. So I have a hack. and I'll share with you guys the hack. I might even make it into a reel so that people can search it later, because it's a real hack. It's a real hack. So I've been using these Rig Gear quick detach soft bags on the pan. I think I love them more than the hard bags. I can fit so much stuff in them, and they're very quickly accessible. I've ridden with them for a little over 3,000 miles now. I have no complaints. These are not bike specific. They're not specific to the Pan America. The CNC machined back plates will mount onto any of your motorcycle mounting brackets. So I do have a 25% off discount code down in the description if you're looking for anything from Nelson Rig or Rig Gear. 25%, that's huge. And they're really good quality stuff. No, I just turned my light on. This is why all my batteries die. This is why my camping gear needs to be rechargeable, not just battery operated. Why'd you turn on? Stay off. So now I just open up the valve. Roll her up. We're good to go. Waterproof and safe. To be mega tourists. We are gonna go on a glass bottom boat shipwreck tour. Beneath the cold, unrelenting surface of Lake Superior, Munising Bay guards a graveyard of ships, silent witnesses to the fury of the Great Lakes. For over a century, schooners and steamers vanished into these depths, their stories lost to time. Until now, what was once only seen by brave divers can now be experienced by anyone aboard the Shipwreck Express, the largest glass-bottom boat in the world. As you drift above the wrecks, you'll gaze through crystal clear waters into the history itself. Each shattered hull and broken mast tells of storms endured, journeys unfinished, and lives forever changed or lost.
Now, something important to know about the Hetler was that she was considered to be a transitional ship and was built during a transitional period. This means that she had both sailing capabilities and a 485 horsepower steam engine. At the turn of the century, sailors were concerned about the reliability of steam power, so they had outfitted the ship with sails just in case something happened. Making our way off of that rock reef in our front viewing wells now. Now we're at about 30 to 35 feet of water. The farther you are from the reef, the deeper it gets.
I love this.
I knew you would. If you just gave yourself a chance.
I am so glad I decided to do this. This is incredible, you guys. Like, I don't know. Again, I'm a big nerd for just maritime disasters in general and shipwrecks and stuff like that. And I even really love, well, I don't love, but like just natural disasters in general. I'm fascinated. So that rock reef, I was expecting like boulders, you know, it's literally just a massive rock shelf. It's about 8 feet under the bottom of our boat. That's a little freaky, but this is really cool. They're playing the song The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Okay, well, I was one of the last to board the boat, and I'm the first off because we have very limited time to get all the way from Munising up to Whitefish Point because we're gonna go to the Shipwreck Museum. Now, that's only a 2.5 hour ride, but you know we're not taking the highway. We have to take the pretty roads, and we have to make at least one stop along the way. So let's go. Alright, so we are here at the Dream Bean in Grand Marais. Is that how you say this place? Grand Marais. And I'm sitting here with Richie. He is the pasty machine, the pasty maker, the pasty man. Look at his shirt. I like that. So I ordered a breakfast pasty. He's got here for me, and very, very excited to try it out. So what's the brief history of the pasties? Why are they famous?
They're famous because up in the Mount Copper Harbor, they had the copper mines, and the wives used to cook these up for our husbands and workers. They put in little tin buckets, and that's how they started the UP pasties with rigababies.
So that was that up in the Keweenaw. So we stayed there the other day, and that's super cool.
Gorgeous country up there.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
So that's where they originated? Was up in that peninsula?
Yes.
Very cool.
Yep, and they just started spreading out, and I started 15 years ago in Grand Marais with my pasties, and I got a hit on them. People love them.
People love them.
Yep.
Well, I'm sure I'm gonna absolutely love it. Hey, what do you got on your arm there? Can I?
This is my pasty.
Look at that.
Yes, I just got that in February.
Wow.
And we did a little video of it. I had a sweatshirt and I folded up to Brie, and I said, "Hey, look at that surprise I got for you. It's a pasty."
Love
and
it.
she put it on Instagram, and it's a hit. Over 300,000 likes.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Not a year yet. 6 months.
I love it.
Yes.
So if you guys come up here to Grand Marais, get yourself a coffee. I'm an idiot and I got a cold brew, even though it's very chilly.
Yeah.
But I got a hot pasty that I'm gonna enjoy. Got the breakfast pasty, the vegetarian pasty, and then a beef pasty.
Beef pasty.
That sounds delicious.
Yes. And for Thanksgiving, I make a Thanksgiving turkey one.
Ooh.
With all the droppings. Yeah.
Holy gigantor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now, do you eat them with a fork or do you just dig in like a sandwich?
You can eat them like
I'm gonna try it like a sandwich. Like I'm a copper miner.
yes.
And
Yep.
down in the copper mines with my sandwich. So
Well, enjoy your pasty.
thank you.
Where do I look for that?
Here, I got a sticker.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, once in a while I go on YouTube. Yes. And I got stickers in there too with this symbol.
I bought a magnet.
Magnet one?
Yeah.
Oh, you got the magnet.
Yeah. Well, I like
Okay,
a little
they
band.
got one with the moose too.
Cute.
With the pasty, I mean.
I love
yeah,
it.
little stickers. Okay, what's your name?
Jess.
Jess?
Yeah.
Reminds me of my niece, Jess.
Aw.
She lives out of Wild.
Aw.
Nice to meet you. Jess.
You as well. Thank you. How fun. This thing is massive. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to eat dinner. All right, let's try my very first pasty. Mmm. Mm-hmm.
Together that you're on the bike. That Richard brought your sticker, and I'm like, oh, I looked you up on Instagram.
Aw.
That's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
How's the pasty?
It's delicious. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad I stopped here. I finally got my pasty. And we're still in the UP. 10 out of 10. Cold brew's delicious too. Might have to put my heated gear on after this though because it's a little chilly up here. Alright, gonna slam this down and then we have to blast over to Whitefish Point. Once again, the friendliness up here is just... Not that people are rude in general other places, but man, when you come into these smaller towns, it is noticeably different. I do feel like tourism up here is very much appreciated and encouraged, and that's how I felt in Canada also. Like, everyone was so thankful and grateful, which I understand. You know, if I opened up a small coffee shop, I would want people to come and visit me as well. Just walking out here to the little edge. Gonna go look at Lake Superior. I can see some of the fire smoke off in the distance, and then we have to hurry up and get over to Whitefish Point because I want to go to the Shipwreck Museum, which closes at 5 o'clock. So that means I don't want to get there at 4:45 and only have 15 minutes to actually go see the place. So I'm trying to budget my time better because I'm not doing a good job. Everything's just too pretty. I want to stop and stare at everything. And I still gotta finish my coffee.
I messaged you this coming summer. Talk you back in.
Absolutely.
Back
It's
in,
not
up
going to
here.
be a hard sell.
Wholesale. Come up in the fall. It's
Oh, I
gorgeous
need
up
to.
here.
I absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
But alrighty, well, it's
Yeah.
nice to meet you. Perfect. I'm gonna do that. See you later. Ooh, okay, well that little educational documentary on the retrieving of the bell from the Edmund Fitzgerald was incredibly emotional. I'm so glad I wasn't filming myself because I may or may not have cried 4 times. This is a rough one.
At the edge of Michigan's Upper Peninsula lies Whitefish Point, a windswept cape where Lake Superior's power meets history and nature. This rugged shoreline marks the gateway to Whitefish Bay and the graveyard of the Great Lakes. More ships have been lost to these treacherous waters than anywhere else on the lake, including the tragic wreck of the SS Edmund Fitzgerald, which sank just 17 miles offshore in 1975. Today, Whitefish Point draws travelers with its haunting beauty, The Great Lakes Shipwreck Museum and the historic Whitefish Point Lighthouse stands as guardians of maritime stories long buried beneath the waves. The waters here are protected by Whitefish Point Underwater Preserve, ensuring that divers and future generations can honor these silent wrecks.
Well, this is my official goodbye to the incredible Lake Superior. I honestly can't begin to tell you guys how happy I am that I did this trip. And just being on these shores right now where I know there are hundreds of shipwrecks and lives lost behind me is very daunting, very ominous, and I can't imagine what it was like to be on those ships as they were going down. This water is frigid. As I mentioned, officially saying goodbye to the beautiful Lake Superior. Now we are heading south out of the Upper Peninsula. This is my very last time being a Youper. maybe until next time I come up here. But as of today, as of this video, no longer a Youper. And we are heading into Mackinac City. Let's go cross the Mackinac Bridge.
Stretching nearly 5 miles across the churning waters of the Straits of Mackinac, the mighty Mac unites Michigan's two peninsulas with a bold sweep of steel. Opened in 1957 after decades of dreaming and determination, this engineering marvel still stands as the longest suspension bridge between anchorages in the Western Hemisphere. Today, over 150 million vehicles have made the crossing, guided by the bridge's iconic towers rising 552 feet above the water.